Everyone, this is our February Town Hall. We'll be starting in 2 minutes. There's an amazing list of questions.
The Town Hall will be starting
like a lot higher level questions than we've had previously. Not to shit on like previous months, but just all these questions are really good. So we're gonna go through them systematically for like the next hour or so, and then we're gonna watch some Headhunters. So.
Are we doing that again?
That's it. Ace is next.
Huh?
Ace.
Hi, what about it? I'm Ace. Are we introducing ourselves or something? Hi, I'm Ace, CFO, cool guy, number 1. I'm making biscuits. Because I'm having Brenner.
There's Bane. I mean, feel free, guys. It's alphabetical. You know the list. You can just say hi.
Hi. Well.
Hello. Anyways, introductions are always a fun part. Everyone's useless. Moving on.
We only have.
You never said we were gonna introduce it. You just
I
like, and now there's
absolutely
Ace.
did.
I wouldn't.
I absolutely did, Ace.
I appreciate the dedication to him just saying he just doesn't know.
Anyways, yeah, a whole bunch
So
of people
alphabetically,
in
you're
here.
next, Fuzzy.
I've already introduced myself. What is wrong
Nope.
with you?
Did you though? I don't know what rank you hold.
You
Please
didn't.
enlighten
You
me.
did not say
Oh,
hi. You just said.
I don't know what rank you
I
hold.
the
absolutely
town hall
said.
thing.
Oh my
Nah,
god.
Nah, you definitely didn't introduce yourself.
you definitely did not, bro.
Alright, that's it. Review the.
Fuzzy's over here like, screw it, we'll do it live.
Red
We are
flag.
live.
Fuzzy has thrown his challenge flag.
He has quit.
Anyways, Impy will be assigning some questions, reading them out to people, and we'll just give some quick answers. Not quick, efficient answers to all of them. And it should be a splendid hour.
We'll have a lightning
But you didn't
round,
let
right?
you didn't let
That's what we
MP
did
introduce
last month.
himself. How dare you? That's not
Yeah,
alphabetical.
or Para.
It just wasn't working. I
I'm
figured that would take up a
Look,
sixth of
see
the
now,
time.
now I feel
There's Pear
unincluded.
Bear. He protect.
He also attack.
I did attack Kitty last night, so yes, I do attack.
Well, we have quite a bit of questions, and we're only going to go for an hour, so we'll just jump into it. Who would be a good person to ask this first question to?
Is that the question?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Trick.
Does anyone have any suggestions?
Para.
Para, you've been around for a while, so this should be good for you. In your opinion, how effective is mass recruiting, and have any members grown in rank within KSI? Now, I guess that means that anybody who's been mass recruited, have they grown in rank? So,
oh god,
how effective
that is
do you think mass recruiting's been?
terrible. We used to go into like, well, back in the day, 4 years ago, there was
Scorn years?
We used to
Scorn years ago.
They had we would just go in tags and just go through lobbies, and you would just go to the lobby, back out, go to the next lobby, back up for like 30 minutes, then send out a mass message. You would get like 800 people you'd send messages to, and then you would maybe get about 30 or 40 a day, a little bit higher, and you would get about one that lasted more than a month, and it was way too much work and not enough reward, and it's just a terrible idea, and I hate it.
Can you think of our only senior leader who was mass recruited?
Probably Greg.
Black Pock.
Oh, yeah, okay, so see, now it makes sense. It all makes sense now.
Airborne mass
Look at my
recruited.
division. I mean, holy cow. My DM.
No mass recruiting there. But yeah,
I think
Exit
I
Pock
was
was mass recruited.
Well, we used to mass recruit a lot in LS back when I first came in for those first 3 months. One of them got to founder.
And it wasn't that. It's not that it's inefficient. I think that it's just bringing in a mass amount of people in 1 week, run by 60 members, gives you absolutely no time to train or learn or be around any of the members. So therefore, you would just have a higher off, opposed to like playing a game with someone for a while and then be like, "Hey man, you want to join this community?" and them joining.
It
I
was
don't think it's
probably
actually
more
like look,
effective.
it's not the quality of members joining;
long
it's
time
the
ago.
quality of the squad. But none of it was really efficient.
If you're gonna
mass recruiting,
recruit, you need to have a really active sergeant base. Really.
You had like a super
And
active
people
welcoming
that can-
committee.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many extra steps you have to take to mass recruit like that.
in EOE mass recruit, not all of us mass recruit, but a lot of us mass recruit, and I think you don't get any more recruits out of mass recruiting. You just fluff more, in all honesty.
Yeah.
You lose a lot more members because they're not quality. Only you get 100 recruits, 20 of them are quality. You know, and you just end up fluffing more. And I don't think one way is better than the other. They're just two different ways to do it.
I'd say
it's not
like
efficient.
being lazy to get recruits. Not lazy, but you know, it's like
I
you
would
know,
say
a
the
more
right
efficient
way
route.
of doing it is better.
But you would not get like it's more work involved to get poorer results.
Full school 40 years ago.
Or
Yeah.
scorn years
I guess
ago.
we should move it on. Yeah, let's move it on
Yep.
because we got to get to a lot. This one's for the group. It doesn't matter. Have any member stayed in their original divisions or squad since being recruited? Which is an interesting question because me myself, I was not. I went from LS to GZ. So,
was
but
in
there
a
are
bunch.
plenty of people that have. Yeah.
I shut
like
down
4
my
divisions.
original division. So
So
if you
two
count my
mil-miller.
rerun, then yes, because I split DR and then made CO. Does that count? Does splitting your own division count?
Yeah, I mean, it's coming from the same thing, right? I mean, it's a different division.
Okay,
Does
then,
acting
then
gen
for
count
me,
as a squad?
yes. So my second run through KSI.
Greg was in DM forever.
He never left. Got recruited in, moved
Yeah.
his way all the way up.
But
He's
He'd
actually,
still be
DM.
there if we allowed
it's
him.
not exactly.
wait,
true.
Oh, there
no,
isn't
you split
actually
out.
here.
That's true.
I started in LS and then
Yeah.
we split.
Right. I
So
totally
same to
forgot.
DM.
We were LS buddies. Yeah. Oh.
And then
No.
Yeah.
Same concept though, splitting
but
out.
I stayed in the
But
same
yeah.
squad, went to the general. Yeah.
Well, and
It was
it's not
basically the same.
100%. It's not 100% accurate. Like, it's not like it's not the same for everybody. But I think a lot of people who move up through the ranks don't tend to hop very much. You can move up through the ranks and move around, but a lot of times hopping around not only sets you back a little bit if your goal is to move up and help out and stuff, but I think a lot of times, I don't know, it's the same thing when you change your name a lot. When you change your name a lot, when you move around a lot, for some reason, just like things follow, or there's like a shadow there sometimes. And it's not 100%. People have moved up and done those things.
It's like
but-
changing your brand.
Yeah, it's like changing your brand. Stay on brand. Stay within the same division or two, and stay with a name or two where people know that's who you are and what it is. If you need to change your name to get away from something or move divisions to get away from something, those things aren't going to vanish because you move divisions. They're still going to follow you.
I little fingered my way to the top.
Yeah, I came up through WI and we merged with WD, but I was always in Fierce. That's where I came up through my rank.
Or a troop just middle fingered his way up, I thought.
Yeah.
I tried.
Oh man. Well, here's a good question, and anybody here can answer this. Again, do some of the older members still keep in contact with the original person who recruited them? Me, no. I don't even remember who did.
Nope.
I was a forum rep.
I talked to that
That's
again
really
like
depressing.
6 months
Nope.
ago for the first time since he hit my squad in 2008. So I would say yes, but not really.
I don't
So
know.
how what do we mean by often? Like, do we just like in the last
Oh
year?
no, it didn't say often. It just said.
Okay.
Oh, did it say often? I don't think it had.
I don't
often.
know. I
You still
I
keep
mean,
in contact.
No, I don't
all.
have him on my friends list, but I have talked to him when he tried to read. He's tried to rejoin every other year or every other year, and I talked to him, you know, like that, but not in, like in a party just to shoot the shit. No, not like that.
Who was it?
Mine was Brick Squad, and he went to a community with somebody else and decided to not poach my division, but he was hanging out with people that were poaching my division.
No, no.
My recruiter was our Yankees, one of the most hated people, or
I'm
most
sorry.
annoying people at the time. See, yeah, everyone knew who our Yankees was, or Ryan Keys, whatever his name was, really.
あんたの幼なじみ。ここでの名前はクレハよ。よろしくね。
Because I don't know who in here would be able to talk about this, but I hope someone can. For the more technology enhanced or aware members, is there a real need to upgrade from the original Xbox One to the Xbox One S or the Xbox One X?
Aesthetics, graphics, better processing, but no. I also
Me
don't
personally,
have one,
I think
so
you
I'm
should
not going to
only
talk
go
highly
to
of
the
it.
Xbox X is if you have a 4K TV. There's no point to upgrade unless you have a 4K TV.
No,
They go hand in hand.
I have all three, and like GTA, fantastic on the new Xbox, and PUBG, you actually get better graphics, so it's like fantastic on that also. But
you run that with
$500
4K
price
TV, right?
tag. Yeah, I mean,
So
but
if you had an Xbox
Good thing
X
about the
and
One
a
S
4K TV, it's
is the
worth it.
2 terabyte, if that's still offered.
it is offered.
Which is what I would recommend anyone go for right now who's looking to upgrade from just the one, is the 1S with the 2 terabyte, because it's cheaper now. The 1X is out, and
Yeah.
the 1X does not have 2 terabyte, which is very unfortunate. Unless you have a 4K monitor, then do the X. Or TV.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I got the S last year, and it's been much better than the original Xbox One.
Yeah,
I guess I
have
forgot I
the-
had that.
I have the Gears one that I usually play on, but the Rags are like the original Xbox, and he's always game crashing and stuff.
My game doesn't crash
now-
often, but I have the month after the Xbox One came out. The disk drive doesn't work, but other than that, it runs fine.
Yeah, with this
It's
though.
day one, so I feel
One
like
main
that's just a
component never works.
Well, that's not like that's just a laser problem. That's not like well, the Xbox One was sabotaged. No, it's just like a shitty laser.
And I had the day one edition, and it didn't work after like a month. The disk drive on mine.
I probably bought yours.
But no, I still have it. I digitally
You sell it on
download
eBay?
everything, so I don't want matter. No, I still own it. It's sitting in the box, bottom of my TV stand.
By the way, we want to do a real quick shout out to KSI Skychild and KSI XX Dropshot XX. Both of them just subscribed to us again with Twitch Prime. Well, Skychild for 2 months in a row, Dropshot I believe for the first time. So thanks for those subs. Remember to re-up those every 30 days if you're using Twitch Prime. And that also goes for people in this party that need to renew that. Cough, cough.
You keep reminding me, but I keep forgetting. So it's kind of working out okay.
Okay. Next question, as we get off of that. Have any members of KSI ever met up in real life? I'll let someone else answer before I answer.
I met a guy who was a psychopath and talked about killing people.
Same here.
Oh, and
I
I
met
met a
Rags
smelly
and
guy who ate my pizza.
APOC last year. I met Shido, an old member. I actually lived in the same town as him. I met him. I actually hang out with him.
I'm sorry.
I hung out with him as a friend. Yeah, you know, he said things. And
There's another person
yeah,
you met.
I've met a good chunk of people, I would say.
Can you think
And
of
I've met
anybody else
Impy.
that you met, Ace?
Yeah, Impy and I hung out at a marathon.
If anybody
Gaming
has any
marathon.
concerns, just meet up with somebody like I met up with Ace. He was running Marathon Gamer, so there was a live stream. So if he tried to murder me or do anything else, it would be on camera. So always meet up with
Which
their
is a
security.
thing that happens now on the internet, so it's probably maybe not a good idea to go on a live stream with someone you've never met.
I actively try to avoid everyone in KSI that I meet in real life. Hold on, my brother was in KSI. Does that count? I met him.
No.
You met him? Yeah, I met
I mean, I met him, though.
Adam, Chimera, Tex. Just 4? Yeah, it's just 4. Oh, and Spider. But old Spider.
Did
not
you
new
go
Spider.
to There was a thing. I mean, there was a point in time where KSI, you know, they were meeting up at NLG and stuff like that when Halo 2 was a thing.
No, I joined the beginning of Halo 3, and they already had stopped doing that.
Yeah, they got kicked out. So you know, those people.
Okay. I think
Also,
we got another...
guys, this town hall is a cooking show because I'm making eggs.
Oh, like an MP neighbors, but they don't look at each other when they go out to get the mail.
Yeah, we once talked about going to a wrestling show, or Impy suggested it, and I just shut it down. So
now, and so Greg and I currently live about as far away from each other as myself and Ace lived, and I ended up meeting Ace. Yeah, I don't know. Greg and I we're content keeping it strictly Xbox. It's cool.
Also, it was not at my house we met. It was a stranger's apartment.
Yes, it was a stranger. It was a third party.
Yeah, Bacchus lives maybe like 45 minutes from me, and I've actively
Cheeto and
tried to stay
Bacchus
away
hang out a lot.
I don't hang out with anyone from KSI. I hate all of you. Please die.
What?
Except you, Ace. You're the fun. You're the fun.
I bet a Bruh Bruh session would be pretty cool, Para.
A Bruh Bruh. I don't have a Bruh Bruh on Xbox.
I'm saying a session with the Bruh Bruhs.
Gang up on them.
Only if you invite Justin.
Oh, come on.
At that note.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. I think this is enough. Oh, well, this I guess isn't great for us here. I don't think we have the people that are able to answer this, but we'll go with this.
I can make up
for some members. Yes, for some members who have held their current rank.
A super CS.
Also, shout out to AdamXGen for resubscribing with Twitch Prime for 7 months in a row.
Hey, my boy.
Alright, am I the one who just lagged that whole time?
Oh yeah, no, I lagged the whole time.
I was
also don't have the willpower to overthrow Fuzzy as, you know, dictator of KSI.
I've been in my rank for like 7 years, and I'm gonna get promoted to Leaders Without Members one day.
One day. I don't know. We've had a couple people that like, I don't know, we've had Divisional 7s that like staying at Divisional 7s because they love the camaraderie in their division and they're just happy to stay there. We've had people who love being a certain rank. It's just wonderful for them. And then we have people at Sergeant. We have plenty of people that just stay at Sergeant or Corporal because they just don't want to rank up. They don't want to add any extra responsibility to it. They just want to hang out and have a good time. Sometimes Corporals just love their gamer tags and will not give them up, which is fine. But there's numerous reasons why people, you know, are happy to chill where they are. And you can actually do that.
You do
everyone, I mean, not everyone's meant to hit every single rank. So, I mean, if you're a phenomenal general, but maybe you've been a co-founder, don't like being a co-founder, or you don't want to do that because you like more of the personal, like, you know what I mean? It's just personal preference.
We have a choice now. I was told I can't stay as a captain, even though I love that rank. And they just said, no, you do.
No, you can't stay as a captain.
That's because you weren't
a good
soft,
captain,
man.
You weren't a good captain.
Maybe they pressured you. Should have been like Greg. He held out for years.
Also, again, oh, you go, Greg.
I was just gonna say the only thing that we would, like, if we have a general that really loves being a general, we have to remember that sometimes, you know, there comes a time where the people below, we all made agreements with the people below us that they will one time have a chance to be a general. So
you better be good and split in that squad then.
Right, you can't be a general for, you know, 6 or 8 years or months or whatever. Years. Well, that's a long time, but anyways.
He'll be a hardcore general.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kamikaze for his 3,000 bits. That's pretty cool.
Wow, crazy!
Crazy.
Yo, legit, that's like the second highest bit donation I've ever seen. 5K is probably my highest I've seen.
Well, and he did 2 of them. He did 2. He did one for 1050 and one for 1950. I'm assuming the 1950 was actually like a mistype, and he missed the 0. It might not be, but I like thinking about it like that.
He's trying to
And
do
here's
19,500.
oh. And here's also drop. Well, I was thinking he was trying to do 2 of 1050, and the second one he just hit the 9 instead of the 0 for 10, so he turned it into 19. Drop shots in the chat. July is his 6-year anniversary with KSI, and he's been a sergeant 95% of the time.
Jeez,
That's
Christ.
awesome.
And well, drop shot also does court stuff, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So let's go to the next question. Oh, weird. Okay, sorry. Which is the next one? For the members that have reached a milestone, for the members that have reached a milestone, do they get some sort of special recognition? For example, in 1 year since I was originally recruited to be a part of KSI.
Fuzzy got some special recognition when he got promoted.
I don't get shit for recognition.
Oh, it wasn't from
suggest
us.
that we have...
It was from a certain lovely person.
I'm not following.
No, never mind. Ignore that.
People. I've made suggestions, the AAP, that we have Roman numerals for each year you've been in, and just like replace it, like you've been in for 3 years, you know? Yeah.
That's a good idea
Roman
for an
numerals.
award for our
Yeah, right.
thing, right? That's a good
I made that
idea, Fuzzy.
I made that suggestion like 2 years ago. Scotland will get to it eventually.
Might have to take that suggestion and apply it elsewhere. Just, you know, hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, it's I think it'd be cool. And just replace it, not like keep adding it, but... but as of right now, no. Besides a pat on the back and a stiff high five.
There is an award, I believe, for 1 year.
Yeah, there
For 1 year of
for
a
1 year
KSI
with,
tag.
right, with a KSI tag.
So that's not necessarily 1 year of being KSI.
That's true.
It's any amount of time,
Well,
but 1 year including it. But yes,
We could
if
change
you've had a
things,
KSI tag the
add
whole
things.
time.
I don't know. At
I
some
mean,
point,
there
maybe
are
we should
people
get
who
some.
changed their gamer tag day one.
Yeah.
Me
Me?
and shout out to the
Did
guy I
everyone
recruited
in?
with.
I made a
I
new
guess
tag
who in,
day one.
who in this party didn't change their name A1 when they were recruited?
Me.
Mine was
bet
easy
you it was
because I went
Guy.
from a
It
clan
had to be
to
Guy.
clan. So I was already at clan ace, and I just went from that to KSI ace. It was easy.
By the way, thanks. Shout out to KSI Skychild who heard us talk about Kamikaze and just donated 2,000 bits. So now he has our top tier.
Oh my god! Y'all, I'm done with my eggs, and I know I have biscuits, Canadian bacon, and cheese.
You mean
and it's
ham?
all
You got
got
ham?
so much
Ham.
gluten.
It's ham.
No, it's
I don't
Canadian
think
bacon.
any of that
Ham
has
is-
gluten. Oh, biscuits.
It's all gluten. Fat
Okay,
and gluten.
so next question. We are about
Large lack of knowledge
a third of the way
revolving
through.
health food.
Could there be a channel on Discord created that would make finding a team easier? Well,
It's another
I
good
can take
idea.
this, I guess. Well, this one is give and take. This is something I think we could all agree that probably the division that you're in, the divisional Discord, could absolutely make an LFG chat for you to find people within your division. That is the easiest possible way, I think. I know some divisions have LFG chats for people to find other people in the division to play with. However, fun story, attempted to make a KSI-wide LFG, and if you don't know, LFG is looking for group. We attempted to make a KSI-wide LFG. Not only did we have numerous people join who were not part of this community and were here to flame, taunt, and stir poop, to a lot of complaints, adding everyone, it led to complaints about the chat being too active, being spammy, people getting sick of it, and after being around for like 3 weeks or something, I think it was only like 3 weeks, we definitely shut it all down. It was hard to manage, it was hard to curate, but at the divisional
There
level,
are-
it seems pretty good.
There are more things that
And there's
may
other
be
ways.
happening in the realm of LFG in
That is
the
true.
coming months.
That's why I left the question in.
So-
Mainly.
If we drop the Discord and we move on to a potential thing in the works, Ace, if he doesn't want to eat for a second, can share some
not
plans for the
eating.
future.
Wow.
Well, you made it.
I did
It's
make
just
it.
looking
It's
at it
just
and
cooling
smelling
off. Yeah, there are plans to upgrade certain clan management systems with, a fresh coat of paint and a bunch of added functionality. And one of those functionalities may or may not be an LFG capability that would allow members to post an LFG post and then communicate through the new site, or send messages through Xbox and the like, and all sorts of and boopity bop. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but yeah, there's things in the works. There's things in the works. Got some-
And also,
got
there's
some
an
gears
Xbox
going.
Club.
And
That's
there's
the
I was just gonna
KSI
suggest too.
Global.
Yeah.
That has roughly 900 people in it that you could easily use for LFG looking for group. That plenty of people do. So you can request.
And we even
join
have
that.
it broken down by certain game types as well. Fuzzy created.
Nah, I gave up on that. Maybe someday.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. They don't exist anymore.
They exist. They're just not touched. Anyways, yeah, the KSI Global Club, though. Feel free to add.
Oh, that's true too. I forgot about that.
No, I'm eating.
Certain game
Oh.
ones, a game type, we may be looking for people to help manage that.
Yeah, I mean, like, the Halo one gets used actively, but all the other ones don't. I don't know. Just one of those things that if you don't push it, it doesn't occur, but they're still there. I just ran out of games I could make, or clubs I can make. Regardless, it is still a good idea if we actually did it.
Okay, well, in the department Discord right now in the Dino Music chat, we're definitely listening to Audio Slave, and so it's pretty lit, I
Hey
guess.
Fuzzy, we gonna race?
Ooh, I was collecting cards. We can race, though.
Ooh. Hey, Guy, are you still here?
I
Hey,
am,
guy.
my good sir.
This
Hi.
question is for you specifically. I think this is going to be
I
good.
like it.
How do
Let's
you
do it.
manage your time between real life and KSI and gaming?
Oh shit.
Drugs.
Not what Fuzzy said. Fuzzy's a bad example, my friends.
Yeah, you don't take ibuprofen? Fucking hypocrite.
Oh.
I'm more of an Ed Leave, Tylenol kind of guy.
It's
but,
ibuprofen.
No, it can be hard at
Not
times.
Tylenol.
And honestly, the best answer to that is have a good peer group. Focus on the people that help you. Our 7 staff is very solid over here in EO, and each of us pick up the slack to where those of us lack. So I can't be on the forums 100% of the time, so Grim will pick up some of that slack, And it might not be the healthiest way because you should be very well-rounded as a person. But sometimes it's just in the best interest. I can't be on Xbox as much, but Scars can, so that's his forte, I kind of handle the clerical sides of EO. You just kind of gotta find your rut and run with it, and find the people that work well with you. Even in I found somebody to work with that helped me. He did the things I couldn't. I did things he could. I think partnership in growing in the ranks is the most healthiest thing you can do. I've seen people run squads on Xbox, and they run squads better than some people I've seen that are on Xbox 24/7. So, your leadership style is your own, and I will never harp on a different style of leadership because I've seen 1,000 different styles of leadership work. So you just need to find your own niche, so to say, and I'll end on that. Thoughts, comments, concerns? Y'all are very quiet.
Oh, I agree. Someone chose a song. Yeah. Either way, I agree. It can be a difficult thing to balance, but it's also good when you got people around you that actually aid.
Facts, and KSI is huge. You can always find somebody to pick up that slack.
Huge.
Huge. Well, real fast, y'all, again, shout out again, because there is a bidding war now. Kamikaze has donated 5,000 more bits. So
let's go! I love it, dude. That's crazy. That is the highest bid I've seen ever. It's 5,000 bits. I was on DM's. Bren.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to say I've seen a 20,000 before.
Oh, money bags.
Yo, Pixar didn't happen because I don't believe that.
Oh,
on Gogi stream.
I like this next question. When was the first year a spring break was held, and who won the cup? Yikes.
Oh, there wasn't a cup.
Don't talk about those days.
Wasn't a cup, but
the last year was the first spring break event that we ran.
But we can tell you who won spring break last year. Maybe. I'll find it.
I keep losing connection.
Spring break. Did we keep a running list?
Yeah.
I can't find it. Anyway, I'll find it. There's the announcement. Oh, here's the recap. Is this the overall recap? I will find this. I'm gonna get this guy an answer.
Yeah, the first one was ran last year. Last year was the first year we really expanded out our larger events. Previous to that, we had single day offs, and then we had we've been running Turkey Bowl for several years. Then obviously Spirit Week for 6 going on 7. But last year was the first year we introduced 2 more 3-day team-based events, Fall Classic and Spring Break, and they both ran rather well.
Oh, I guess we didn't actually. Yeah, we didn't keep track of points for divisions last year in the spring break. Apparently.
Wasn't it mostly individuals?
They were divisional based. They were divisional based events, though.
Right, but it wasn't like a cup.
Because, yeah, that maybe we just didn't bother keeping track of it because we weren't actually giving away any winning division prizes or anything like that. I thought we did.
So I'm pretty sure the board team won.
We won one.
There was Griffball, Black Ops 1, Minecraft, no. Unless Fuzzy won the Halo Reach Free-for-All sword fight, they were all free-for-alls and doubles. I don't think we did anything for Spring Break.
No, we didn't.
Fuzzy competed. I can tell you guys right now, though, that the Minecraft build-off, there was no clear-cut winner, so we gave everyone points. Because the points are made up and... Oh wait, no, it's the points don't matter. Everything's made up and the points don't matter, sorry. We had a forums poll. We had a forums poll that had 300 people vote. And we forgot to post the poll the first day, so there was only up for a day and a half. That was my fault. DR won the poll. Now DR obviously is with LW and DW. And LS came in second. And we also closed our Race to 100 event last year with DR winning first place. So
yeah, this year we will be keeping track at every major event, just like we do at Spirit Week. So we will have a clear-cut winner.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, and Div Cup starting, and when we do a town hall for the beginning of Spring Break, and by the way, Spring Break, the announcement is currently posted on the forums for you to go read the schedule and read all the information for it. We'll be discussing Spring Break in depth and Division Cup, since it's starting for the first time ever, as Fuzzy said. I lost the questions. Give me a second. Oh, what does this year hold for KSI big events? What does this year hold? Oh, I guess I could have read that one.
Cool, can't you run online?
Well, you kind of just answered
it. We'll have Spirit Spring Break. That'll be in March.
Our quarterly
Spirit
event
Week,
with the addition of a div comp, basically, right?
Yeah. Fall Classic.
Or near quarterly events.
September, October, and then Turkey Bowl in November. And then the annual award show is always January. And then, yeah, Divisional Cup, which is just accumulate things throughout the year. But those are the 4 big events.
And it's always
just reading a post from our first board meeting with this leadership from December 3rd, 2011. And it was in there that we wanted to start, I personally wanted to do quarterly events. And it only took like 6 years, and we're finally there.
And it's always fun. It's easy to remember too, because Spring Break and Fall Classic generally have been following the same. The one year we did the anniversary, that was a long event too, I think. But I think we thought that was just too much to follow up on. But it was like Spring Break and Fall Classic
thing, but we did a tournament.
It was a 1 day. We also did. I thought we did 1 year with anniversary, where it was like 5 days again, like Spirit Week or something, like to celebrate. Was it the 5-year anniversary? We went big to celebrate it. Something like that.
We might have had a 3-day tournament.
I remember it being stressful back to back, but I can't remember how it went. But either way, right now, Spring Break and Fall Classic both run long weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Turkey Bowl immediately follows Thanksgiving for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but that's not divisional based, that's all mostly free-for-alls and small things for anyone who wants something to do during the long Thanksgiving weekend. And Spirit Week, 5 days of fun and stress and a lot of crying. Lots of crying from us. Me, specifically.
Well, we take turns. It's Paratroops year.
I did my best, okay? I know I'm not good at running.
I'm okay at Rocket League. Like,
you are
imagine.
not.
Whoa. Whoa. I am semi-pro on PlayStation 4, thank you. Calm down.
Well, let's ask you this, Bear. Let's have you dig deep into your bag of memories. And we'll go around the group too. Who showed you the ropes of KSI, and who influenced you to join?
Serious answer or not serious answer?
Well,
not serious answer. Obviously, my mentor, who is no longer with us and is dead to all of us and is blacklisted now. And showed me the ropes of someone who now runs MEA. There you go.
Oh, Josh.
It's one of the other.
Anybody else want to talk about?
Wait, it wasn't battles?
Who showed you the ropes?
That was the first joke.
Yeah, go for it.
Just a huge shout out to Ronan. That guy has always had my back. Did the information to the fullest extent. You know, me and him have built information together. Any question I ever have, he's always there. And you know, the thing with Ronan is he'll give you the 100% answer, because a lot of things in KSI, they don't have an answer. This situation's never happened before. There's no answer to that situation, and Ronan will always be upfront and 100% with you. Just a huge shout out to him. He's the reason I am where I am in KSI, and the reason EO is where it is, because a lot of us wouldn't be doing what we're doing if it were not for him. And I'll end my statement.
Well, for me, my influence to join and the guy who showed me the ropes were both the same guy. It was both Illusion. KSI Illusion 7. He made it to senior, but we joined each other. Yeah, which part is unfortunate? He's no longer with us, so he made it to senior.
No, that he was your mentor.
No. It says showed you the ropes. I don't think I claim a mentor in this community. But he showed me the ropes because we made a pact to join as a joke, and then we were just going to race to see who could get a 7 first. And I left for school because studies are important, and he did not. And so after I was gone for 3 months, I come back. The community had been, like I said, we split off at .com at that point. And when I came back, Illusion was already a 7, so I joined into GZ. And even though I made it to first captain my first stint around in LS, he ended up showing me the ropes in GZ on how to run squads and everything again. And so he was both the reason I joined and the guy who showed me the ropes. But he might have beat me to 7, and he might have beat me to director, and he might have beat me to senior, but I won the board race, and that's the one that matters, I think.
That was a close race.
It was a close race.
Yeah, we almost brought him back.
Yeah, we're trading
just to get him that board rank.
I had a guy named KSI
Greg, we would
Hypnotic,
not.
who was a senior when I was a director, and he kind of taught me how to relax and how to avoid certain people in KSI, because you would get blacklisted if you hung around them. And then Apollyon, when I was a senior, he kind of helped me out learning how to be a senior, and how to be more efficient, and speak more calmly, and not have to yell at people. And they're both gone.
I like the Rad's
gone for a long
approach a little
time.
bit better than calm talks and parties.
His theory was he's going to talk quiet in every party during every situation, and if people didn't want to hear him, then he would just leave the party, and he wouldn't help them out anymore. Join the party and people were losing their mind, yelling and stuff. He would talk, and people would have to quiet down to listen to him. He was a good fella. Hypnotic, I'm pretty sure, just smoked a ton of weed. He's a very, very mellow person. Because he was barely functioning at all times.
Well, for me, it definitely wasn't my recruiter, but KSI equals. He was lieutenant at the time and just kind of showed me about activity, keeping people playing together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, and Lucy would probably be the other guy.
I'm more sorry.
My general.
I take everything back I said about Illusion. I am sorry, Greg.
Is that when Lucy was good at his job? I mean,
Yeah.
at Clan Ops.
Yeah, before he lost his mind.
Oh, right now in the Department Dino music chat, they're playing the fun song from SpongeBob, to be followed by the Goofy Goober Rock. I want the song from the Bubble Bowl, though. That song was legit.
Yep.
That Bubble Bowl was the best performance ever. To the Board of Directors, what division do you think has done the best so far since the new year? Oh.
They're all great. They're like children. You have no favorite.
Yeah, but if you had 9 kids,
I don't
you'd
have to have a
choose at least a
favorite.
couple favorites.
Well, I mean,
can
I
probably
wouldn't
give
like,
you don't like.
I wouldn't like, I can't think of a name. The first name that came to mind was Greg. I'm sorry, Greg. I was gonna be like, well, if I had 9 kids, I wouldn't like Greg.
Jesus. Well, I think there's some good things to talk about each individual division. It's almost like what division's done the best in certain aspects. I mean, a couple divisions that come to mind immediately.
Sorry.
No, well, yeah, but either way, some of the one of the divisions that really jumped up and has had a kick-ass New Year has been DW. Nobody's participated in more things to this point in the last 2 months than DW, including, and they've been gaining a good amount of members. EO is another one that's really stepped up and participating in things. DM is participating in a lot. And then we've had divisions like LS and DL that have really gained solid foothold in the recruiting aspect and really improved there. I mean, a lot of divisions are doing a lot of things, better than each other in different aspects. There's just a lot of things to take into consideration.
Yeah.
Div Cup will solve
play.
this. Ask me at the award show what division had the best 2018, and we will tell you, and we will give them Division of the Year because Division Cup will tell us so.
Yeah, keep it nice and objective. But yeah, DW's been doing phenomenal. DL's really taken off and gotten really back to a higher level of functioning. ES and EO, I can't wait to see which one of them. I don't know. Both of them are just front runners in the community on several different aspects, but yeah, I really have no complaints about any divisions.
Okay. Forever in our hearts and minds, GZ. Rest in peace. Oh! With the removal of a post requirement for certain departments in KSI, how do you think this will affect the community? And also, to follow up, why was the rule removed?
Well, I guess I'll do that, because I made the call to remove it. I think it'll affect it positively. I think more people have a chance to actually use the forums and have their opinions and requests either counted or taken into account. And it was removed basically because in order for a lot of places, including news, graphics, AAP, and others, it took 20 to 40 posts before you were able to actually qualify for whatever you were doing, whether it was nominating somebody for another month, whether it was asking for a signature on the forums, or posting a news so you think you can write. And it occurred to me that at one point the idea, and it may not have been bad, and at one point maybe it worked because people use the forums a lot more, and obviously Discord and Kick have taken over that in the last several years. So I don't want to deter people who only use the forums to go post meeting notes and do check-ins, and maybe use the join area to deny them the ability to go and actually post of the month nominations or of the year nominations, or if they want a nice signature for their actual forums page, to actually go in there and do it. I don't think people are really abusing that area too often, but it's like a double-edged sword. You want people to post in the forums, but then you're also telling them that they need to post in the forums before they can post in areas, so you're almost forcing their hand to go spam in other areas, and then you get in trouble for spamming. So it just seemed defeating to getting people more active on the forums and people more active within the departments. So by removing it, if someone literally makes a account today because maybe they just became a captain, maybe they are 1 week into being a sergeant, and learned about of the months and want to go nominate their lieutenant because their lieutenant's been teaching them everything about KSI and they're the recruiter, it doesn't remove their ability and have to force them to go post 40 different places on the forums, but not spam posts, in order to nominate someone. So we're just trying to make it a little easier for people to just use the departments, and I definitely think it will improve activity of the departments. I can't imagine why it's not going to decrease it. At absolute minimum, it will maintain exactly the same. But I honestly think it can only improve from here.
Agreed. Moving on. We have 15 minutes left, and we only got like 6 more questions. So I think we paced this pretty well. How does one rise through the ranks of the department ops? And that one's a good question, because you just sort of do it. I always advise members of departments, it's not like clan ops. And the biggest thing that differs between clan ops and department ops is in department ops, and there isn't really a line for things. Sure, in clan ops you can cut the line, you can kick some booty and move your way up and, you know, make it to where you want to get to as fast as, you know, like people are willing to move you. But in departments, it's really just a head, a co-head, and then everyone's at the same level. And if you want to rank up in department ops, I always advise every department member, the first conversation you need to have is absolutely with your head and your co-head, or one or the other, depending on, you know, which positions are filled, to express your intention and your desire to work your way for that. When the head or the co-head knows, they can give you a little more, they can give you a little more leverage, a little more leeway, allow you to show off your leadership ability and your dedication, and you can move your way to it. Like I said, it can move a lot faster than clan ops as far as ranking up. There's just fewer ranks to move up to in department ops. It's not like that clan ops grind where, like, if your goal is to rank up, you hit ranks frequently. I mean, like, you know, you hit each level of the lieutenants and each level of the captains and general and COFO, founder, all the way up. You go all the way up like that. Normally in departments, even a most, like, deeply structured department, you're a normal member, then you're a senior member, then you're a co-head, and then you're the head. And that's where you basically stop until such a need arises for a head department manager like Scotland. It's a lot slower when you hit the co-head rank. I mean, but absolutely, if you're interested in moving up, just have a talk with your leaders in the department, and just, like I said, ask them what you can do to work for it, and they can absolutely give you things. to do that. I normally tell people that to become a head or a co-head, you need to be a peer leader first. You need to be someone that the rest of the department can respect and can follow and can listen to and can get along with. If you can't do those things, you don't have a chance. Always be a peer leader first. Next one. This is for everybody. It'd probably be cool, because it'd be cool if we get like a board suggestion, maybe Guy's suggestion as Divisional 7, maybe Trendy's if he wants to talk, and then Bane as a squad member. But where do you hope to see KSI in 6 months? Where do you hope to see KSI in a year? And how will you help get us there?
Sure.
Anyone can go.
Yeah, hopefully 3,000 mark. And I would say train the leaders up, like, because we're always trying to train up the next, you know what I mean, director. Whatnot, any rank wise, you're always trying to train up the people below you. So if you have a solid base, the top should be easy.
Yeah, I would love to see just the activity to keep improving. I was brought up the other day the possibility of running 2 teams per event at Spirit Week, which would just be phenomenal. Come a long way from the first Spirit Week of not having, and all divisions actually even participate. But just seeing activity in general continue to improve, forms activity, all the departments. Growth, I'm not talking about gross amounts of numbers, but just in theory, if everything's running well and your division's running well, obviously people leave, but you usually should replace them with a few more people throughout. So, I mean, even just like 10 members of the division per month growing is a very solid amount. But 6 months to a year, just in general, everything just continuing to improve slowly but surely. I don't think we really need to like explode in numbers. I think it'd be counterintuitive to what we do. I don't think we need to do anything.
My bad. That was awkward. It should be
C+.
bad.
Awkward.
It'll take a second.
I see what you're doing,
man.
Fuzzy.
Okay, yeah, we're good now.
Big
We can go
man.
back.
Not one to spawn.
My bad, guys.
Okay, you can go, Fuzzy.
Yeah, so I mean, just everything improving activity-wise. Members, I mean, divisions growing slowly. Just leaders becoming stronger and being objective when dealing with things. Not creating such a rat race environment for some of these positions. It's okay to take a little longer to appreciate places. Slow, steady growth is what builds this community in the end. And seeing things like performance operations running, new training things, helping out people. Just try to become more proactive and productive members of the community. And not like forcing them to do it to be negative to an extent, or like, you know, like, well, you guys need to recruit 10 people this week or you're gonna get fired or anything like that. But, you know, creating the environment where people want to improve themselves and improve their divisions and improve their squads, be part of all these different awesome things we have going on.
Okay. What was your initial goal when you first joined the community, and did you achieve the goal? And we got like 7 minutes left, y'all, and we only got 2 more questions after this.
To play video
I did
games?
tell my original general that I was gonna run this place one day, but that was just being a stupid 16-year-old. I just wanted to become a general.
Yeah, make Hall of Fame. I was like, that's
Word,
cool.
dog.
I don't know any names on there. And I didn't have to ask for it.
Okay, next question, Do you get elected to the board of directors, or do you get promoted to it?
You get promoted to it, but the entire board has to agree upon. So basically, if you're up for an area, like say, I don't know, senior director and chief of staff has a new vacancy or an old vacancy or whatever is unfilled. I guess chief of staff's a bad example, but the entire board has to agree upon, not the entire board, majority rules for the board, electing new people to join. So it's basically a promotion because you have to earn it in the eyes of at least 50% of the board members. And then on the board, we do have elections every year for chairman, CEO, COO, chief of staff, chief administrative officer, and chief department manager. Which basically is, again, you're getting elected because you need to be trusted by the rest of your board. And that basically breaks it down to the CEO and COO are over the entire community. And then each chief administrative officer, chief department manager, and chief of staff all run the 3 branches of KSI, departments, web ops, and clan ops. So that's the only time it's really an election, because you have to basically get a vote of confidence from the rest of the board and the rest of the members to actually stay in those positions. You could easily get fired if you are not doing well.
Okay, and this is for anyone who wants to answer it. I'm a huge car buff. Whoever asked this.
Yes.
So, what's everyone's favorite ride and why?
Entity.
Get out of here! It's not a real car. That's a concierge. Come on. That's a hard question. I have a lot of favorite cars. It just depends on what you want. Like I have like muscle cars. I'm all about. I'm all about the Evo, to be honest. That's a nice car. I like everything. I like everything. It doesn't matter. It can be the ugliest car in the world. I'm about it. Coming from like a 3-generation mechanic family, it's like it's just everything. I don't care. As long as it doesn't have too much chrome on it, I'm fine with it.
Oh, way to not answer that question.
But let's just say a Mustang Fastback, sure.
I liked my Civic.
Got
Got great mileage.
Corolla.
Standard cars are nice.
When I was 18, I owned a Subaru Brat, and oh my gosh, I love that little. Yeah.
1930.
By the way,
I bought it now.
It was 1988. No, actually, it might have been like. Yeah, it was probably 88. Yeah. Year I graduated. I don't want to hear of anyone telling me they, oh yeah, they were born when I was graduating.
How are those?
I think you Well, I didn't know they had cars back then. I figured you'd be Flintstoning it.
Is that what you called your horse?
Oh, Greg's gonna murder me. He's gonna meet me and murder me tonight. This is how we're doing this.
I may, now that I can talk to you on my phone, I may be right outside your window now.
Greg knows how to use the phone now.
Maybe
Back
using
when
the
Greg
Xbox
graduated.
Oh.
He's come a long way from the rotary phone. That's for sure. Oh, well, the funny thing is Greg can't make it here because of the potholes. So, yeah.
True.
Defense.
Dodge Ram can make it through them.
Oh, I bet. Well, that's
Is
not
that your
too bad
favorite
over
car?
here.
The Dodge Ram now?
Oh, that's what
His
I drive
Murdermobile.
now.
I see.
I've had it for
Well,
11,
y'all.
12 years now.
We're at 8:58, so we're gonna go and close it down. And what's gonna end up happening here is Bane, here in a minute, is going to turn the stream off. Stay with us though. Don't leave. Don't leave the Switch. Whatever. Stay. He will be streaming 2 Headhunters matches this evening. So 4 divisions will be competing tonight in 2 matches, and Bane will be your guide for them. So you want to stay with KSI Live to watch Headhunters. You can support your divisions. Bane, do you remember what divisions are competing tonight?
EO versus FI? No.
Well,
EO is the first game, and then I gotta guess. That's all I know.
So we know half the teams. You will maybe Guy know. Well, I don't know. Guy, do you remember teeny stuff?
Yeah, Guy.
I don't know.
Guy left.
Like like Doubter.
Rip. Either way,
left a while ago.
I was around the corner paying attention to the computer. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We know 2 of the teams. Just stay for the mystery. Stay to figure it out. You don't know. It's a surprise. It's like
mystery
a
opponent.
Yes, it's like Secret Santa. It's freaking wonderful. So anyways, thank you so much for coming out to the town hall. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for asking your questions. We're going to do it all again next month. It will not be the last Friday of the month next month. It will be the first day of spring break, which will be March 23rd, I believe. And it will be all Div Cup spring break oriented. So that is what we will focus on in March's town hall. So thank you. Subscribe to Twitch if you haven't. Spread the word. Keep people here, and thank you for everything you do. Anyone else have anything you want to add before Bane cuts us?
Oh!
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
Nope.
Bane, we're good to go.